already bought 13 pairs of Prestos, £5.50 a pop.
The best bit was me walking out, guy eyeing up my bag, asking what size. I said a 10. I went 2K, and he pretty much said yeah, and I was like, fuck this.
It was. Hi guys, so as you can tell, we have now come on to the unboxing side of the Nike launch that we just showed you guys from end. Unfortunately, the person who owns these trainers is too camera shy. I did ask Rob to sit in with me, but he wouldn't do it. Would you, Rob?
No, I just don't like being. I'm just not very good, and I lose all the words I want to say.
Okay, so I'm obviously the talker here. So obviously these are not mine. I actually did the camera work, all the shots from outside of the end launch. It was a raffle. Rob won, I didn't. I'm still a little bitter, just the teeniest bit bitter. So yeah, we, or should I say he, got a pair of the 10 Virgil Abloh off-whites. Genius, in my opinion. A bit disappointed it's kind of taken now for Virgil to get off and where he is now, but it is what it is, and it's quite cool and refreshing for Nike to be getting all these cool collaborators in, especially Virgil. A little bit annoyed that this is so overhyped, and End had a lot of content to give everyone. I was really surprised yesterday. I think this was day 3 of pickups, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and there's pickups today, Sunday. So we're on the 11th, Remembrance Day, remember. What else? So there were 10 shoes. I'm going to get my phone out for this because I can't remember all of them, even though I do try very hard. Air Jordan 1s, which Rob actually really wanted the most. Air Prestos, I wanted the most. Air Max 90s, Air Force 1s, Nike Air Vapor Max, Nike Hyper Dunks, Nike Zoom Vaporfly, Converse Chuck Taylors, which aren't actually out until next year. So I'm guessing there'll be another overhype on that. But they did have dummy models. We saw them in sneaker and stuff. They were nice. I really liked them. Did you like them, Rob?
They're alright. They're not my favourites. Probably on the back.
I quite liked them because if you're a Converse fan, and my brothers are Converse fans, they've done a lot in the rubber range. They're kind of a little bit too kinky for me, but I do think they're quite a nice like feel to them. So with a pair of cool like socks, and I'd wear my Gucci socks under them, I think they'd look cool. But that's comparing to what happened over just like 9 pairs of trainers. The fuck knows what's going to happen with 1 pair of trainers. So that 8 was Converse, and then you had 9 the Blazers, which were really nice, and then the Nike Air Max 97s. So we got, I keep saying we because we means he got, in the raffle, by the way, everyone was raffle, so it was End, Patter, Sneakers and Stuff, Foot Patrol, and am I missing any?
No, they're the only UK based. Offspring.
Offspring, which was via Selfridges in the Offspring store. So here we go. We have a reversible box, like swoosh. Ooh. This is the Virgil box. Here you go. UK 10, US 11. Is that right? Am I right there? Yeah. With the raffles, how it works is you've already paid for them, so we were only just picking them up from End, which was quite a bit of a palaver, seeing as though they were slots. As you saw, there was queues after queues. Lucky because of the shoe that we got in the box. Rob was a bit of a fast tracker through the queue. So I think in overall, I think we were about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
50 minutes. I was talking to someone else whose husband was in the queue for at least an hour. And a few other people were saying they were in the queue for 2 hours.
I think that was depending
on
what,
the model and they were generally the Jordans, I think, and the Blazers, I think, were the biggest queues, which makes me think that the quantity and the raffle on that was quite large compared to all the other models, maybe.
Unless they were allocated on that day.
Yeah, that's true. You don't really know with these raffles. All you knew was, again, not being racist, like I said in my thing, it was just swamped with Chinese and Korean guys. Reselling was a lot of the people in the queue. They were just on the side in their decked out in their Supreme. So it was interesting to see these guys collecting shoes. I mean, I talked to one guy who was like, I've got 13 pairs of Prestos, how much are you selling yours for? And I said, £2,000. He said, well, I've got them for £550. And I said, £550, all of them? And he's like, yeah. £550, not £5.50, £550 for a £119 trainer. 13 pairs for a guy who has more money than sense is a bit beyond me. But woke up this morning and we are the day after now of this launch, and I saw a couple of Instagram rich kids that I kind of know from Singapore who I kind of recognised them, but this morning it kind of like clicked when I saw their Insta stories and I was like, wow. It's kind of killed the culture, to be honest. So what more can you say? Everyone was in the queue kind of talking about how much everything was going for, how much you're going to get. You had guys loitering, seeing what people were getting, asking, and what really pissed me off the most, and I know it pissed Rob off, was the general looking you up and down and seeing what you were wearing. So yeah, again, here we go. That was a reversible box because inside is the classic red box. I think this unboxing will kind of come first because I think it's relevant to right now. You'll see my unboxing on a pair of Cortez and probably following my video. So yeah. So this is the Off-White Nike collaboration lining they've done. Really nice paper, to be honest. This is really refreshing for Nike. Even though the hype has been insane for this, I do think Nike needed someone cool like Virgil. Virgil for me is a genius. Even if like the street scene is saturated with it, he is a genius, and the thought process he's had in everything and what he's doing in general with Nike, IKEA, everything he touches really is quite cool. Quite cool to see a guy who's worked really hard, and I do get really annoyed that people don't realise he's actually worked in the game for a long time, interned with a lot of people, a lot of big people. So well done, Virgil, well done. Remembering those bromance days back in Paris. Yeah, I'm cool, man. So yeah, that's the paper. And Rob got a pair of Prestos. Ooh, yeah. So I'm going to put the shoes out here 2 seconds and show you what they came with. They came with 3 laces. As you might have seen, well, 4 really if you think about the ones on the shoe. White, black, orange, green, when they all have the Virgil shoelace in comments on them. They're quite foamy. I would say. Would you say the texture is quite foamy?
Yeah, it seems to.
It kind of goes in with the texture of the shoe, like quite a foamy texture. It's very interesting. Excuse me. So yeah, there we go. Prestos. Rob, do you have anything to say on these? Why you're happy with these? Were they your first choice?
No, they weren't the first choice. It was probably second, third behind the Jordans and the Blazers. I like them. I don't get me wrong, I do like them. I'm not going to sound arrogant and pompous and just completely discard them and criticise them, but they do look good. The overall make of it is interesting, which I think you'll get more into in a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
And they look a little bit bigger than some of the Prestos I ever remember. Interesting with a red tag on there. But that's when you know now people are just going to walk around with a tag on. I know I will, when I eventually wear them out. just don't ask when, because I don't know yet.
It's not really the weather to wear them, to be honest.
No.
If you've spent this much on a pair of shoes that's going to be worth this much.
There might end up being some like Insta stories or short clips of us just walking around.
Yeah, maybe we might do like a style video.
Oh God.
Get Rob to just walk around and we do artsy shots of him. Okay, I'm going to get into the shoe a little bit because I want to wrap this up. Not to be arrogant or anything. Or arrogant, that's not even the word. That's just, let's get to the point. So, Prestos. I'm not really much to know about this, but I'm just going to talk about the quality and the detailing on them. Velcro with the A by there, the Virgil tag. There's an orange tag there, which I'm guessing is part of the Virgil collection. The swoosh is nicely hidden here, which I think is super cool. It's kind of like silky to a point. It's really weird. It's quite nice. Inside here, if Rob wants to zoom in here, is the off-white detailing. So it would say off-white Oregon, Virgil Abloh, Beavertown, whatever, like the whole thing that came with it. It's really cool. It's really subtle. I think on the other ones it's very prominent, but on the Prestos it's like in a dark grey black, so you can only kind of see it if you really zoom into it. Now the tongue is really thick, and I did say to Rob that they reminded me a lot of my old school emo days of wearing earwalks to school. Kind of the tongue reminds me of that, the thickness of a good skater shoe. Obviously I don't know much about Prestos. I'm not the aficionado of sneakers here, so we're just kind of showing you what we've got here. It kind of feels thick, but it's a nice thick tongue. It's foamy for sure. It's got the Nike tick right there. So that's this foot. This is the left foot. The tag comes on, and then obviously it's got off-white CO Nike 2017 zip tie. Yeah. It's got Presto right there. For me, the first thing I kind of noticed when we because we did kind of look at them when we got out, just to kind of see if the shoe was okay, if it was the right one they gave us, any imperfections, because I'm not going to let someone pay £119 just because it's a Virgil Abloh. If there's a default in them, you want to go get your money back, we'll change them. It's a bit of shoddy glue working along the line, and my point was yesterday, yeah, it's a hyped up sneaker drop. All the sneaker drops now are really hyped up, but it's not taking the quality is not with the hype. So it is a general launch of a trainer now, but the quality is not there with the hype, if that makes sense. Like, I hope that makes sense. So again, I mean, it's not like whoa, oh my god, I can't believe I just bought like a Shoe Zone trainer for £119 with Virgil Abloh's name. It's fine. It's just, it could be a bit neater for what you're buying into, and etc. And I guess a lot of people are not going to think about that, but when you are keeping them for yourself and you're not reselling them, it does matter. So that's that. That's actually there. This is the right foot, and this is plain. This doesn't have the marking, the, what's it called? The tag. That's the one. He's like, so yeah, that's really all I've got to say on this, to be honest. They're lovely. Like I said, I really wanted them. I wouldn't be as shy about wearing them straight away, because why not? Why the fuck not? So that's the Prestos there. Whee! And just before we go, I was really cheeky and I asked for a t-shirt because the lovely security guard who employed was absolutely hilarious. I had such a fun time because I wasn't allowed to go into the pickup, so I stood outside and I was telling all the guys where to go and helping the security guard, and he thought it was hilarious, with a couple of other girls who were waiting for their partners. I got Rob to get the logo t-shirt from Virgil as well, just sold in the pop-up, not online or anything like that. They sold it at the campus launches back in September with tote bags and a white version of this, and then the detailing of that on one of them. They came at small size. Rob tried to get an XL, but they sold out, so this is a triple XL, which I don't really care.
It's a double.
Oh, sorry, it's a double XL. We're not that crazy fat.
No, the large would have been too small.
The large was too small because they were really helpful, weren't they? They told you the sizing was really small, so this will be quite nice and oversized, and I'll be wearing this because this is actually kind of mine. I don't think Rob is quite inclined to wear it as much as I am. I want to wear it with like a leather jacket and my jeans and probably my Chanel trainers, because
why not?
Or with my leather pants or my vinyl pants. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Joking, taking the piss. So yeah, no, I'm really chuffed with that. A bit overpriced for what it was, £75 for a t-shirt with Virgil's logo on it. I really could have written that myself, but then again, you're talking to a girl who's got like 3 Gucci t-shirts, and I could have drawn them myself. And in fact, my friend Claire sent me a link to a really cool jumper that's taking a piss out of the Gucci jumpers. So it's fashion, hey? It's fashion. Streetwear, fashion, all of it is all fashion. It's fashion. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap that up. Thanks for watching Rob's unboxing through me. I'm sorry if we're hitting you with a lot of unboxings right now, but you know, it's really hard with a full-time job to kind of go out and film a lot of content on the street, especially when the weather's a bit shitty. If you do think that we're doing a good job, please leave us a comment anywhere you want to keep it, like comment us. Twitter, Instagram, on here. Give us a thumbs up, please. I think we're doing a good job because we're getting good views and some subscriptions and stuff, so we're really chuffed about that. I'm sorry if we come off arrogant. We're really not. We're really down to earth. I'm rambling now. We just hope you like our content and our honesty about what we buy and what we're sharing with you guys. Again, these were raffle. These will be available on eBay. So be careful what you're buying. Make sure you get a receipt and everything like that if you are going to buy resale. Because I wouldn't blame you, they are a beautiful pair of trainers. All 10 of them are beautiful trainers, but just please be wary of where you're buying them from. So again, please subscribe, like, follow us, Bijou Parisienne, Nadia Bijou Parisienne on Instagram, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!